Kate Winslet, one of Hollywood's most acclaimed and resilient actresses, has opened up about the harsh realities of body shaming that she encountered from the very beginning of her professional journey. Even as a young child entering the world of acting, she was confronted with cruel comments about her appearance that could have derailed many aspiring performers. Winslet shared these personal experiences during an interview, highlighting how deeply hurtful and inappropriate such remarks can be, especially when directed at children who are just starting out. She recounted a particularly vivid memory from her early days when she had secured a child agent and was taking her craft more seriously. A drama teacher pulled her aside and delivered a stinging remark that has stayed with her ever since. The teacher suggested that Winslet could have a career in acting, but only if she was willing to accept roles typically reserved for characters described in derogatory terms regarding their body size. Winslet reflected on this moment with a mix of defiance and disbelief, pointing out how far she has come despite those early predictions. Today she stands as a global icon, having starred in blockbuster films and critically acclaimed projects, proving that talent and determination transcend superficial judgments. Winslet emphasized the broader issue of how society and the entertainment industry often treat young people, particularly girls, with insensitivity when it comes to physical appearance. She described such comments as appalling, underscoring that no child should ever be subjected to that kind of criticism. This early experience with body shaming was not an isolated incident. It set the tone for further scrutiny as her career progressed. However, Winslet has always been vocal about pushing back against these norms, using her platform to advocate for body positivity and self-acceptance. Beyond the personal attacks on her body, Winslet also touched on the persistent gender double standards that permeate the film industry. She noted that women, especially those stepping into new roles like directing, often receive unsolicited advice framed in ways that question their confidence or authority. For instance, comments encouraging women to be confident in their choices imply a lack of assurance that would rarely be directed at male counterparts in similar positions. Winslet expressed frustration at this patronizing approach, asserting that confidence has never been something she lacked. She believes there is still much to unlearn in how the industry communicates with and about women, calling for a shift away from these ingrained biases. As her fame exploded with the release of a certain iconic film that catapulted her to international stardom, the media scrutiny intensified to an overwhelming degree. Winslet described that period as horrific, filled with invasive tactics from paparazzi and journalists who went to extreme lengths to capture her every move. She felt constantly watched, with reports of phone tapping and relentless pursuit that left her isolated and fearful. Living alone during that time, she admitted to being terrified even to go to sleep, highlighting the emotional toll of sudden megafame on a young actress navigating it without adequate support. These experiences have shaped Winslet into the empowered figure she is today, unafraid to speak out on issues like body image, gender equality, and mental health in Hollywood. Her resilience is evident in her continued success across diverse roles, from period dramas to contemporary stories, where she brings depth and authenticity to every character. Winslet has often credited her ability to rise above criticism to her strong sense of self, developed in part as a response to those early challenges. In recent years, Winslet has expanded her talents behind the camera as well, making her directorial debut with a project that showcases her multifaceted abilities in storytelling. This venture represents another milestone, allowing her to explore narratives on her own terms and further challenge the limitations once imposed on her. Through her work both in front of and behind the lens, she continues to inspire others facing similar obstacles, proving that early setbacks do not define one's potential. The conversation around body shaming in the entertainment industry has evolved somewhat since Winslet's early days, thanks in part to voices like hers who refuse to stay silent. She has been a pioneer in rejecting unrealistic beauty standards, often sharing stories of how she embraced her natural figure rather than conforming to pressures to change it. This stance has empowered countless fans and fellow actors to prioritize health and self-love over external validation. Winslet's career trajectory serves as a powerful testament to perseverance. From child roles to leading lady status, she has navigated criticism with grace, turning negative experiences into fuel for growth. Her reflections remind us of the importance of kindness in professional environments, especially toward young talents dreaming of making their mark. By sharing these stories, she contributes to a cultural shift toward more inclusive and supportive spaces in film and beyond. Moreover, Winslet's insights into gender dynamics highlight ongoing inequalities that need addressing. The assumption that women require extra encouragement in areas like confidence reveals deeper systemic issues. She advocates for equal treatment, where advice is given based on merit rather than gender stereotypes. This call for change resonates widely, encouraging industry leaders to examine their own practices. The intense media pressure following her breakthrough role also sheds light on the darker side of fame. Winslet's account of feeling hunted and vulnerable underscores the need for better protections for celebrities, particularly young women thrust into the spotlight. Her ability to emerge stronger from that chaos speaks to her inner strength. Today, as an established artist with numerous awards and beloved performances, Winslet looks back with a sense of triumph. Those early words meant to limit her have only amplified her achievements. She continues to take on challenging projects, including her recent directorial effort, which allows her to shape stories that reflect real human experiences, free from the constraints of outdated expectations. In essence, Kate Winslet's journey illustrates the transformative power of resilience in the face of adversity. Her experiences with body shaming and industry biases have not diminished her. Instead, they have fortified her commitment to authenticity and advocacy. As she forges ahead, her story remains an inspiring beacon for anyone facing similar hurdles, reminding them that true success comes from staying true to oneself.